Live on Instagram with T Crocker, Cigar Extraordinaire, and live on Smoking Barrel Facebook. It's Thanksgiving, y'all.
It's gonna be a wild one.
It's Thanksgiving. I'm all wired for sound. Did the Peloton.
Really?
Oh, man, I'm jazzed up today.
So you're part of that cult.
I am.
All right.
I love the Peloton.
All right, you just own that.
I do own it. Hey, anything that gets me in the saddle to exercise, I'm good with. I can do it easy. Yeah, really? This is the way it's going to be, right? You haven't had a sip.
See how this is going to go today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a holiday.
The crew's back.
This is a holiday special,
I didn't say anything.
and we're special.
He said.
We take the short bus. Okay, let me introduce the crowd. I hope my man from GoDaddy's watching.
Oh God.
We were talking. He's out in Arizona, and at the 480 area code, right?
Uh-huh.
It's GoDaddy. That was fun. Good guy. Had a great time. Lots of fun. T Crocker, Cigar Extraordinaire, Charlie Martin, the goddess of cigar, or the cigar goddess.
There we go.
Yes.
Charles Wilkerson, better known as WhiskeyTangoCharlie.
Cool.
And
Here.
Bryan Hough here at the Smoking Barrel. Today, Charlie had this great idea that we needed to have a bird. And
Bird
the
in
only
the
one
bourbon?
for the bourbon. So the only bird I could think of was the kicking chicken. So we got the rare breed wild turkey. 116 proof. Carolee can't feel her legs.
Already on a half a sip. It's burning. She's on fire.
Now, is the kicking chicken, is that like a universal statement, or is that like a North Carolina thing?
What? Kicking chicken?
Kicking chicken.
I think
Are
that's
you
a
from
universal.
North Carolina? You've heard it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Wait. There's a restaurant in Fayetteville. I think it's called Kicking Chicken. What is it called?
Does it serve turkey legs?
No.
Okay.
It's chicken.
Chicken. The kicking chicken. So anyways, that must be a
Excuse me.
universal term.
Excuse me. It's not chicken. To you, it's chicken. To me, it's barnyard pip.
What did you just call it?
What's the last thing?
Barnyard pip.
PIP?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I know what a
Pip.
barnyard chicken, like a
that's what chicken
barnyard
is.
bird. That's a
Yeah.
chicken, barnyard bird. I get that.
Yeah. We call
But what's the pip?
pimp.
Oh,
Pimp. Is
P-I-M-P.
everything with you pimp?
Pimp.
You're the cigar pimp. You're the.
Seeing a theme
Better have my
kind of go
money.
through here.
We're gonna start calling her John. You're the John.
Better have my money.
The John of cigars.
Madam
That just
T
sounds
over
terrible,
there.
doesn't it?
Jeez.
So
Doesn't
we're
really roll off
smoking. We're smoking the General Cigar Buffalo Trace today, which we probably should have smoked it when we drank Buffalo Trace.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So we had an animal theme today. We have the kicking chicken and the buffalo.
And barnyard pimps, apparently.
I'll just tell you what it is. Okay? That's what it's
Dusty
called.
Dester Pips. That's what a buffalo is. Charles,
Yes, sir.
talk about rare breed. What we got here?
All right. Rare breed. Great. So, wild turkey, right? Wild turkey, one mash build for all their products, right? They just, one mash build, they make it for all the products. This is a blended 6, 8, and 12-year-old. They blend this for the rare breed. They proof it out. This one's at 116 proof.
I
You
can
know,
tell.
Spicy,
Yes.
It is spicy.
caramel. It's very sweet on the palate because it's the wild turkey mash bill, right? And you get some heat on the back end of it, but after you get 2, 3, 4 sips in, it smooths right out.
Is that another saying for, like, I can no longer have grasp of my senses, so it all smooths out?
Yeah, you shocked the palate, you burned up the palate. I don't know, whatever.
I'm getting the
You
vapes.
always bring out the
vapors.
best wine first.
Yeah.
and that's your first bottle. Because after that,
It doesn't really matter.
taste kind of.
So I got here early, had some Sazerac on with a rye, the Sazerac rye. So I just started right off like,
spice
let's
is
get
still there.
on with it, baby.
You're already
It's
a little
right on
worked
the
up.
front,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
Oh,
middle
it
of my
definitely.
tongue.
I'm getting on the tip of the tongue
Is
and
that
How
it?
is Santa
somewhere
Claus?
in the bottom of my
Yeah,
boot.
I know.
But this is a the $50 ish for a bottle, right? So
56.70.
the deal. I mean, it's a deal for good pour, good price point.
I think it's a great pour. You know, I've never really had Wild Turkey if it wasn't mixed with like Sundrop or Coke. I mean, this
Liquor
was-
house
and
liquor.
I'm talking 30-some years ago.
It's liquor house liquor.
Right. Liquor house liquor. But this is a whole different ballgame.
Different.
It's a breed apart.
It's rare breed, right? So we've done tasting. Troy and I have done some tasting events where we did a whole turkey flight. So we had the 80, the
101.
the 101 80, the rare breed, and then
Is that Master's blend?
the
What is it?
Masters, whatever. It's in
Yeah,
the green
yeah,
box.
Yeah,
typically.
yeah.
And this one always does well. The rare breed and the 101 really, it seems like everybody thinks, oh yeah, the one in the fancy box and all, that's going to be the best. Well, you know, again, we go through the whole blind tasting and all that, and the rare breed and the 101 like stands up.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So next time I should
It
have. Next time I'll bring the 101, so I'm not having the 116.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that extra 15 will get
Well,
you every time.
I don't know. You just throw a cube of ice in there, let it melt
She
back,
already has.
and you'll
Yeah,
get
I
down.
did.
You'll get down there.
I will say that first sip though was, you talk about shock the palate. I mean,
So
it.
if I just pour this water in
Yeah,
there.
please. It definitely had that
Just proof it back
real
just a
bite
tad
on
bit.
the tip of the tongue. I mean,
Yeah.
I was catching some heavy pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper.
Put this in there. I think you'll be good there.
So when the pepper is so forward like that, it's really hard for me until several sips later to
Yeah.
actually taste anything other than that. It seems to overpower it.
Right.
Well, it's got the sweet on the back end, right? So it kind of it gives you both. It's like we talk about the sweet and sour. The opposites, you got this pepper and the sweetness that comes in because I can, in the middle of my tongue, in the back, I'm getting that sweetness.
Now-
But right on the front,
Was that like
Is that
after a couple of sips, or
pepper?
did you get that right away?
well, no, right away, all I got was the
That bite?
spiciness.
Okay.
And then after the first couple drinks, as Charles was saying, I got the sweetness started coming in. But then the cigar is a medium. Like it's maybe
not
a
a
medium.
strong cigar. No.
And you're getting these floral notes. I did a retro hell, got these floral notes coming out too. So that in conjunction with what's going on is
Okay, so adding the water and the ice really
It'll bring
helped
it
it.
out.
You brought he just brought that proof back a little bit more for
Well,
you.
now
So,
it's like it shifted from the front of my tongue now to the sides.
to the sides, kind of moved the
Yeah.
And this is which is really cool the way the pairing works out here. So the bourbon is coming on top here
For sure.
for sure. So yeah,
are we having technical problems?
No, I just
Yeah.
over on YouTube.
yeah,
Okay, that's what we
yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll check.
we
So
got
this-
the Buffalo Trace cigar.
So the cigar is it's kind of like a first cousin for me. Okay, so we don't distribute this cigar. However, my company does make it, and
I
they
never
make
knew
it.
that.
Yep.
I never knew that. I've known about the cigar, but I never knew that General actually manufactured Buffalo Trace cigars.
Yeah, because I know I get asked about it all the time because when they look online, they see General Cigar makes it, so the assumption is that we would distribute it. And that's not always the case because we can't have all of the cool stuff. Sometimes we got to share it with our sister companies.
But was this like a partnership with Buffalo Trace Distillery?
Yes, so this was a partnership with Buffalo Trace. It's barrel aged for 6 months. It's an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, and that's where you're getting that
Sweet.
nice sweetness
Yes.
to it. And it's got Dominican. It's made in the Dominican Republic, and it's got some Brazilian Air Barraca in there as well, and that's going to add some sweetness and some earthiness as well. The draw on this is, you were
Very
mentioning-
easy.
Very easy draw.
Yes.
which when you're wanting to have a nice smoke
nice.
and the ash is holding, so that's a good
That's what I was
indication of
looking
a
at, yeah.
quality cigar when you have a nice draw and the ash doesn't fall off.
Right.
Because that's kind of that, you ride that fine line between too loose and the ash won't hold its shape.
Yes.
And it's unpleasant to smoke. Or you're going to have an aneurysm trying to draw through an incredibly tight cigar that is just not enjoyable.
Right.
So yeah, this is a really well constructed, but it is much milder than I would have thought. Nice,
So
like
we can't
it's
keep
in
'em
the
in.
medium range
Yeah.
for sure.
But we can't keep them in.
Well-
And once people try it, they try it for the name.
Well,
right?
it's, to me, I mean, before the podcast, I got here kind of early today. Start the holiday off.
Starting off the holiday weekend.
Let's get going,
Woo!
right?
I love your overachieverness.
I had to get
It's a
here
word.
like
Santa
the bar
Claus.
opens at 2. I pulled in the parking lot at 1:59, right? So
Yeah, you were
just
ready.
saying,
I
but-
was here early too,
Yeah,
about an hour.
but
That's how Seth got
I
done
picked
early.
that
That's
up.
all it was.
But it's a $10, $10.50 stick. I mean, good God.
Yeah.
It's a good price point.
Well, T was like, we got to get this in. And we finally found it where we could get it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, well, let's order a box. I think the first time. And it was gone. Like,
Gone.
as soon as we put it on Instagram, it was gone the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So then we ordered 2 boxes. And we've been going out of it ever since. And, you can't always depend on the availability like all cigars. I mean, it's
Because
it's
I'm
tough.
not distributing it, you can't depend on it.
Well,
I get that.
We got to put 2 more boxes on the list this week.
I'm
Wow.
not here to toot my own horn, but toot.
Two.
Hey, if you don't do it, nobody will.
Right.
I am my own biggest fan. That's for sure.
Can we talk about that? Or is that top secret?
No, that's not top secret.
Do you care?
No.
I want you to talk about it. That's
Um,
awesome. If you
so-
don't mind. I mean,
no,
I'm just-
not at all. So we have Cigar World, which is our online section that kind of features our retailers across the country who carries our product, where you can find certain things. It's a great resource to be able to access all that information. So today we got a request to sponsor one of our favorite cigar accounts, and I nominated you guys. So
Nominated the Smoking Barrel.
it's not a guarantee that you're going to be featured on it, but you're in the running.
Hey, if you don't buy a lottery ticket, you're not going to win.
That's true. That is
exactly
absolutely
right.
true.
Hey,
But
you don't
yeah,
win
that's-
if you don't get nominated.
Well, thank you,
You're
by
very
the way.
welcome.
She sends this to me, and they said they want your permission to use on their social media. Is that okay? I'm like, I'm riding a Peloton.
Yeah.
Like, I am sweat, and I stop. And I go, absolutely. Like, are you kidding me?
He's a social media whore.
I am.
See,
Hey, man, you got to get yourself out there. You got to lay
he
it
was
out.
in the saddle, just saying.
Yes.
We got a
yes.
question?
Yeah.
So we got a customer with a question. You know what? They come first.
That's true.
I don't care if we're on YouTube or not. And the
Oh,
answer was no.
Excuse
like-
me.
T's gonna help you out.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I walked in today. My hair's down, so it's a special occasion. I'm, working on my holiday cheer and comb
Yeah.
my hair. Got
That
it
is
done.
awesome.
It's just not
Yeah.
in a ponytail. It's
You
not pulled back.
You feel good when you walk into the shop and you come with your own soundtrack. that was me today. Yes.
It was.
I need
what's
to run
the
around
one
with the fan.
when they're running down the beach?
Baywatch.
No. Back in the day, it was the English dudes running down the beach.
Oh, Chariots of Fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chariots of
That's
Yeah.
what I see, and the fan is on, blowing her hair.
Yeah.
Cause she's got fine hair, right? So it's not.
Well, she calls it what? Rabbit fur?
Okay.
Yeah, rabbit
Rabbit
fur.
It's fine hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got thick hair, right? You got thick hair. He's got a great head of hair. So yes. All right.
So I
Good
was extra
cigars.
special to be able to get on the camera today and get as much mileage out of it as I can.
Oh my Lord. Here's gonna talk about a day, Jesus. Here we go.
You know, she's a pretty big deal around here.
I am a big deal.
Yeah,
Just
you
ask
gotta
me.
just ask her.
Hey, I'm just
No,
saying.
I didn't come straight here from Seth. I had to go down to the sheriff's department and pick up my concealed carry permit. So
Cheers.
Yeah.
I like it.
Was that a renewal you had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Lord.
And normally you can, they do pretty well down there. You can get in and out. I got my renewal, came in, it was cool.
Well, I have a thing for cops, so I got to be careful. I don't want to pick up my next ex-husband. There,
Please,
so,
please,
you know.
please, no, 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 no,
She
no,
goes
no,
to the
no.
sheriff's department. It's a
No.
local jail. There's plenty of opportunity there. Let's just put it that way, and a lot of willing customers.
No,
Honestly.
no.
I'm doing the catch and release program, so it's okay.
Oh, love it.
Gonna be a wild one.
Oh yeah. Pull them in. You're like, nope, too small.
We're not even 20 minutes in.
I know. How fast does it take before we drop below the line?
All right, so,
Cool.
we're going further.
So
I just I'm on this text thread with one of the, he's the state rep for a certain company, right?
Okay.
So, he wouldn't care. Mike Young's great guy.
Yeah.
We were hanging out on the front porch the other night. Charles
yeah.
was there.
Oh,
We had a blast. So he's got this the official Caddyshack bourbon.
Say what?
It's coming out.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's coming in the state. What is the name of it? I'm not gonna let you look at it.
The mole.
No, that's good.
Go
No,
Gopher.
No,
The-
no. There's no gambling at Bushwood.
Bushwood.
Sweet.
So there you go. So the Bushwood is coming
Okay.
out.
Okay.
I love it. It's got a lot of the mook is going nuts here. So we won't talk about those comments.
What?
All right.
Tell Cue Ball to wait a minute, okay? Tell him just hold on. We
Hey,
coming.
he's my man. You know that.
I love me some mook.
Mook.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the mook on the show. He's actually in town through December.
That's
So,
like amazing.
Charles is going to be gone. We
I'm
may have
gone
Mook.
a lot. He's gonna have to occupy the
Well,
chair.
Mook is usually watching. So if he's watching,
Yeah. Mook,
he'll comment.
You got to jump in over here.
So we're gonna put the Mook in here in Charles's
He
place.
he
while he's
doesn't
gone.
know it yet,
How many
but
days?
we just
How
voluntold
many
him
days?
to show up.
How many days you gonna miss there, Santa Claus?
23rd is when you come back, right?
I think 23rd is probably about when I get back.
Another pre-holiday day that we'll have for Christmas.
Just saying.
Like it. Post birthday, pre Christmas.
That works.
There you go.
I'll take that.
All right.
I'll
Yep.
take that.
So we got the Boss Hog coming in the bar. Y'all know what
Okay.
that is?
Oh my
The
gosh.
Whistle Pig Boss Hog.
Dude, that's a premium pour right there.
So
Okay.
we're waiting for a delivery.
Okay.
Okay.
That-
We got Weller's Antique 107 will be in the bar hopefully Friday. I know it's ready, but they gotta get the order together. So we got that coming.
Sorry, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have any more Weller cigars. We sold out.
The Weller cigars are gone. We only get them, and we ordered
5.
5 boxes this year. Last year we only got a couple, and they were gone in a week. Charles got boxes.
Well, you guys were. I will give you
I got
this.
none of
Like
this round.
you rationed it a little bit
Sip
better this time. I think the first go around you thought that you'd be able to go back to the well again.
Well, we learned.
And now you know when I say you have a
Yeah, but-
finite amount of time, and I kind of you may wanna.
Well, that's when I respond in 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
We'll take 5.
Oh yeah.
We get into queue early.
It's
But
okay.
it's like the special you're running right
It's-
now that we're going to talk about when we get off the podcast.
Okay.
You
All
asked
right.
me about it.
All right. Yeah, because
Because
today's
this is
the last day.
Yeah, yeah. You got to get on top of that. So,
Yeah. If you're lucky enough to be on my funny email distribution list,
see, that stuff
Nice.
doesn't show up on my phone. It does on my laptop, so I don't get to see it all.
you're cheated. You were robbed of my graphic greatness with memes.
Y'all get a common theme here.
Yeah. I'm pretty awesome.
It's all about her.
Yeah.
And once you
Well, it's like-
understand
It's
that,
Seth.
Yeah.
everything else makes sense.
Things
It's
get a
all
lot
good.
less painful.
She wears boots, and they're roach killers.
Yes.
Like she could corner that thing and they're dead. I do not want that coming on me. So
Yep.
you're wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, I know. Oh gosh. Oh shucks.
All right, let me tell you now. Once you drink a 116,
Just
and,
like
and you
wow.
get here,
I'm like, God, it got really warm in here.
I mean, the pepper or the spice kind of
goes
goes
away.
away. And it is just, like you said, it's honey. It's like honey. It reminds me of honeysuckle. Y'all, you know how you smell honeysuckle?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, you're
And it-
right, and
That's what it reminds me of.
that's really a good way to put it because I can definitely taste that sweetness, and now it's kind of come all the way to the back of the throat, where I'm getting that sweet taste, and in the middle of the
Yeah.
tongue.
So retrohale this. T. Pull up a pair. Come on. It's cold.
You know what's funny is now that I'm into this cigar a little bit further, I'm getting very distinct vanilla.
He poking
Yeah.
the bear.
But the floral piece, when you retrohale this, and if you guys get you a Buffalo Trace cigar, y'all know what retrohale is. So basically it's this.
And this is mild enough that you can do it without
Yeah.
No.
too much ado.
That's
I'm
gonna
sorry,
be on,
let me
that's
back
gonna be
that
on the outtakes.
We
I was trying to hold it till you finished. That didn't work out too well. Don't swallow it. Swallowing is not good.
Come on, T. No, let's hold back. He throws a soft pitch like that. I want to swing for the fences, but
See, it's
I'm
like
behaving.
that. You bring it in and take it out your nose. You do not swallow it. If you swallow any cigar, it may take you out. So,
It may take you out.
you know that's a self-correcting problem.
Right.
You're only going to do that once.
I thought I only did it once.
I should have specified once today.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I won't.
So
Thank God this wasn't an MX3 or MX2 or a
BX
Punch or
any-
I mean
one
BX.
of the heavier ones.
I'd have been out on the floor.
We just kind of covered you up with newspaper or something. And let's move on.
Let's put the trash can over there.
Okay, so my holiday tradition, after you pick up your turkey, I always go to what is it? Total Wine.
whoa.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. Mama saves up for months to do my Wine run, and the best part is talking to the staff. I absolutely love it. You know, most of the time I think they're people that go in there will be like, oh, I know exactly what I want, and it's only the finest of wines. I'm like, I'm trash. Tell me what is good for a good amount of money, and I'm in. And I got some wine this time. Changed my religion.
You know, I'm right here.
It
Box
was
of wine or
$10
whatever.
bottles of wine that
Boxes of wine, is that what you said?
Boxes.
I
Yeah,
prefer
hey.
Car
Cases.
Bordeaux on
Car
a
Bordeaux.
normal, like
Yeah.
that's my normal Car Bordeaux. It's
Okay.
it's classy. We
Yeah.
only do the classy stuff here. But this stuff was called Eccentric. And two different girls there, when I told them, you know, hey, I'm just trash. Just tell me what's good for a good price. They're
Right.
like, if it was me, this is what I'd get. And I bought a case of it. It is the
Like you're
most
all in when they make a suggestion.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, especially when you get it from more than one person on a different row,
Right.
like because I think they have a row that's their purview. That's their because every time I went to a different row, I got a different person, and I love that. I always ask them, I'm like, if it was your money, what would you get?
Wow.
And I have not once been led astray.
Nice.
Because I do. I think all day long they get people that go,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
more than you. I'm a wine aficionado.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a sommelier.
Yeah.
No.
All those
you know,
people got pre-check.
You know,
If
exactly.
they're a sommelier and they're shopping at a store, they're not a sommelier because they could get it through the bar at much cheaper prices.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you. If they were that much of an expert, they'd have a hook and they wouldn't be a Total Wine.
Yeah.
I mean, Total Wine's great. Don't get me wrong. They're wonderful. They have a great
Yeah, I was
selection.
like, wait. Don't blaspheme me.
No. What I mean is if you're that much of an expert
True.
and you would have access to pretty affordable.
I like to go to the states that have the Total Wine. Like if you go to some states, yeah, they have liquor in there too. So go down the bourbon aisle at the Total Wine.
And you do kind of the same thing.
Oh,
But also you get your wine. Because you
Yep.
like wine.
yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. I like a good Cabernet.
Oh, this eccentric. It's a red blend, and it's made. I want to say maybe Argentina, maybe.
Okay.
But that cigar is so big of a red and velvety. Like, to get a nice big red that's not really harsh, man, this thing is like,
Is it like
Amazing.
I
nickel
like
nickel?
Melbeck.
I would put
Velvety
it,
a little bit?
I would put it even better.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was like
If you don't mind me asking, how much is it a bottle?
$10.
Deal.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, and
so
then
for 120 bucks, I mean, that's like one half of one bottle of good wine at a restaurant.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it was so good.
I like Melbeck.
And it was funny. So like everybody at Total Wine is in a great mood.
Cabernet.
Like that should be on the suicide
Melbeck.
hotline. It should say go to your nearest Total Wine and walk through the aisles.
I like
Because
Dark
that will
Horse.
pull you back from the edge.
I love that.
You know, and
Yeah.
at any time of the year, but especially now. Like everybody in there was in an awesome mood. And Total Wines also have humidors. So
They do.
as I'm walking by, I'm like all, lording over my hoard. And there was a gentleman that was struggling at the humidor. So I spent the next 20 minutes talking to him, and he had the greatest time. I was
Good.
recommending lounges for him to go to. He was new to the area. I mean, it was like, I walked away from there, I'm like, high five. I'm pretty sure they issue gold stickers for that.
Absolutely.
But I did my good deed for the holidays.
Stay out.
Stay out of Total Wine? What kind of commie are you?
You go to one in Huntersville or the Arboretum? Which one you go to?
I go down the one in downtown off of
Park Road?
Providence Road. The one that's
Park Road.
closest to 485 in Providence. Because there's
Oh.
two.
No, yeah.
That place,
Yeah.
out of all of them, that's my favorite. I think we only
Okay.
have, what, three?
Oh, we have.
Three in our area?
Well, I know
like
Huntersville for
Yeah.
sure. I've
I
been
think
to
they
the
need
one
to
in
get one in
Burkeville.
Mount Holly.
There's one down at Park Road,
We got
Shopping
enough people
Center
in Mount Holly drink
is
wine.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one there, but
Mama
yeah.
Huff.
Yeah, I love Total.
So-
that
Mama
and
Huff.
Frugal McDougal for
Gee.
my booze.
Frugal does
Gina.
they have a pretty good.
They have a,
We need a Total Wine, right?
and I will preface it with that they might not have the biggest selection and they might not have the best prices.
We need a Total
but,
Wine in Mount Holly, right?
Every time I've gone into that store, my experience has been so positive, from the customers to the staff to every, like, it's just fun.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid to do this.
No. we-
No, no,
This is free.
Yeah,
You know,
no, that
Didn't
is.
ask for that.
Hey,
So I was
That's
laughing because
awesome.
that Frugal McDougal's right
Mama
next
Huff
to
said,
what the
I got you. We get a Total
amusement
Wine.
park, that Caraway or Carowinds or whatever. Like, so most people that are going down that road are going to Carowinds and they're like, wee, here's my e-ticket, I'm gonna go ride that. I'm like, wee, here's my booze ticket, I'm gonna go.
No, what they do is
Frugal?
the dad says, "Drop me off at Frugal McDougal's. Y'all go ahead to Carowinds."
right. That
I
part.
still
I'm in the
believe-
tailgate out there.
Yeah.
I still believe I've said this for years now. I'll say it on social media here. I still believe a place like this, right there, in that little
Would kill.
what, like
It wouldn't even.
kids, go drop the kids off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to the cigar lounge. I'm having a drink or two.
Oh, like
and
an
a cigar.
amusement park
Yeah.
right next to it.
Right there at Carowinds. Just
Somewhere
Yeah, oh,
where
yeah.
you can
have a
release
cigar
the
lounge.
wild feral
Is there not
children.
one down there
No.
in that area? There's
No.
one in TKK though, right? Man, it's a couple exits down, but it's not right there at Frugal's.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know, it's kind of like the big fancy one up in Mooresville that they have up there, right? The big lounge up there. If they had that right there by side of Carowinds, I think it's a home run.
You know,
Yeah.
I
Casa
think,
de
I
Monte
think that
Cristo.
is like, doing good for society, truly, because a lot more kids would get to go to the amusement park and the adults wouldn't be tortured the entire time.
Yeah.
Like if you could just check them in and microchip
Just
them or
drop
something.
'em off.
Drop them off.
Well, there's a little bit changed. I think the new rules at Carowinds, they did kind of make some different rules down there about.
Well, something happened. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was. Was it Halloween? It was
Yeah.
something happened,
But
and
As
it was
always.
a scare. And so now you have to be with your kids 100% of the time.
yeah,
As always.
There's always somebody that's going to ruin a good time.
Somebody-
So hey, just so we can here, just for a minute, thoughts and prayers go out to the WBTV family.
yeah.
Really sad situation. The helicopter crashed yesterday, and Jason Myers, who, great guy, see him every day. I don't know the helicopter guy's name. 20-year veteran.
Chip.
Chip. Is that
Yeah.
it?
Chip something.
No, Jason Meyer.
Yeah, but like the helicopter's last name is like
Fire?
Fire.
Okay. So, but he knows they're going down, right? And it's not a good situation. We don't know why it happened. It's on Interstate 77, Thanksgiving week, one of the busiest highways in Charlotte. And this guy maneuvers, this is what eyewitnesses said, maneuvered it over the highway so that it would crash into
Not
the
in the
ground,
houses.
not in harm's way to
Right.
other people. So, a lot to be said for that, and really
I didn't even
sad.
think about
I was watching it yesterday. You had texted me, and so I turned on TV, and WBTV was on. Molly Grantham was on, and they were very somber. But
Yeah.
nobody knew, like, naturally you'd be sad,
Right.
no matter what. But at that point, no one knew it was WBTV's helicopter. They probably did.
Yeah.
But they couldn't say anything because the relative close family had been
Notified.
contacted and notified. But that's sad. And we take a lot of things for granted. These guys are flying every day. They're in a machinery that things go wrong. I mean,
By the grace of God.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I just
A meteorologist like famous across the country.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jason.
Jason Meyer was
Myers.
known all across the country. Just a great guy. Had 4 children. Just really sad. So our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Al Conklin, great guy, weatherman, lives locally here in Coolwood. His daughter lives in Mount Holly. He does events here for us at the farmers market. And we had our chili cook-off. He was a judge this year. You wake up with him every morning, and I know he's devastated. He's a tremendous guy, and I think of Molly Grantham. I think of all the guys who are involved at WBTV. I've grown up with them, and so they're part of the family. I mean,
Yeah.
you watch them,
Yeah.
whether you're just watching for the weather like me. I just want to see the weather. But you get all the other personalities in there, and
Right.
these are people. They're wonderful, nice folks who do a job, and I think they do an exceptional job. So anyways, that happened yesterday. We'll know more as we go forward, but really all they need to know is, that family, those families are suffering, and there are others, just ripple effect, that are going to be devastated by this. So co-workers, et cetera, and they have to be professional. They have to keep going,
Yep.
and that's difficult because they care about each other a lot. You can tell. It's like a family.
I imagine it's a pretty small community within, and to your point, how many people they touch every day.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yep.
news anchors and news personalities go through the worst kind of mental health because all they report on is the worst stuff most of the time. And it's like they keep this straight-faced personality, and then after the show is when it hits them.
So Jack was saying, if you guys don't watch us very often, this is our ESPN, the Bear. This is Jack. He's my son. He's our technical producer of the show. But basically what he was saying is anchors and on-air personalities really report a lot of negative stuff that are difficult to
Takes
talk
up-
about. And they're talking about it with a straight face. They're being professional. They're reading it, however they're getting it.
But it doesn't mean they're not feeling it.
Right.
Right, and
Right.
and after it's finished, they kind of have time to reflect, and mental health wise, other ways of dealing with it is a difficult thing, and I don't even think about that. I don't think about that aspect of
Well,
their
they're so
job.
professional that
that
you
you don't. Right.
I didn't
Yeah.
see today, I actually saw a video about it.
Wow. Okay. So he saw a video about it on Facebook and didn't think about it till now, but obviously they're going through a lot, and we're here to
And
support.
right before the holidays too.
Yeah, it's
That's
awful.
terrible.
Yep.
That's so terrible.
Also, at the holidays, please remember there are people less fortunate than you, so take care of them. Whether it's we have a church downtown, First Baptist Church, does a Thanks Loving Feast. Anybody and everybody's welcome. They get all they want to eat. We have Finish Line Church does a lot with families. A lot of our churches do. I don't want to leave anybody out. The Kamali Community Relief Organization, you're out there during your community, there's going to be people out there that need help, that need a good warm meal, or just hey, happy Thanksgiving.
It's that time. You know, we give
Absolutely.
thanks about so many things. So, you know, we're very blessed in many ways. So,
And we do have a lot to be thankful for.
yes.
And to piggyback off of what Brian was saying, you know, we come together and we give so our community can have. So the Cigar Club, GTG, Gaston County, we'll be doing a collaboration of drives this holiday season. So we're going to have one container up front at the check-in desk for non-perishable foods, canned goods. If you want to drop something off, feel free. We're also going to do a coat drive for the kids, because a lot of kids are getting new coats, and kids grow so fast, they're outgrowing coats. So if you have slightly used coats or whatever you want to bring in,
Gently
used coats, bring them in. We're doing a coat drive and a food drive all at the same time. So we'll have more information on that coming up soon.
And we're putting up our angel tree today. We have 16
Right.
children, families in need that you guys are welcome to adopt. So they'll be going out. We got our Christmas tree up. The angels will be going up this week. So take one. We will accept them here. The Mount Holly Community Relief Organization organizes this, so we will take your gifts and transport them.
Do they have their wish list on it?
They
Yep.
do.
That's cool.
And they've got each individual family and what their needs are and what their wants are. You know, I want to cover the needs, but also the wants. You know,
Absolutely.
if a child is sitting there saying, "I want a PlayStation," you know, I got to buy them a PlayStation. Now we can go with socks and shoes and pants and underwear, what the necessities.
Yeah.
But truly, man, when they're kids, you want them to be able to enjoy.
The childhood.
The
childhood.
brief
Yeah.
moments in the sun
we
of
take for
childhood
granted.
Right.
that they
Exactly.
have, because
Exactly.
adulthood's just around the corner. and-
Exactly.
But
And
they
we're
may
gonna-
never get that, you know.
Yeah.
GTG is gonna help you with that too.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. So we'll have them up. Nobody on that tree will go unserved, I promise. I can't remember the deadline. I think it's middle of December.
Okay.
But we'll have that out. Whatever's left, obviously, we're going to take care of that. Our family, our close family, will take care of that.
Yep.
What's up, Meatball? Good, man. How you? Thanks for coming in. So always reach out to the community. There are ways to give. There are ways to serve. There are people in need. If you're looking for that opportunity, there's plenty of opportunity in your community. I promise. It's there.
And I just heard yesterday or day before, one of my coworkers just lost everything, house
Oh.
fire. So
Oh,
we'll probably be doing something at work for her.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, this
nothing
time of
else
year
can help.
is you know, hey, be careful,
yeah.
because it's definitely prone for that.
Yeah.
Now it's getting cold in the evenings,
Yes.
and yeah.
You gotta be careful, y'all. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, so great. You know, this cigar is just a good smoke. I mean, it's got good flavor. It's got good texture.
It's not
Holds together.
pretentious.
No, not at all.
It's
I mean-
it's a nice cigar.
But I mean, wouldn't you expect? I mean, if you really think about it, something that says Buffalo Trace. So you have this quality distillery with so many great bourbons in it, such great history, and it's an icon really now. They've just
Yeah,
incredibly
they're not
exploded.
going to accept a blend that doesn't support their ethos.
Right.
Exactly, but also that it reaches the masses. You know, they didn't make something that was full body. They didn't make something that was too
Right.
mild. It really does fit that mold of it will reach just about any cigar smoker
Right.
that smokes cigars, not flavored cigars, but smoked cigar, and even those who are transitioning. This is not a bad transition.
No, not at
Cigar,
all.
it really isn't.
Not at all.
I think for you guys typically were really on the full big bodied
Oh, yeah.
cigars, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But this is not like something that just is
It's
dull.
not boring.
It's
It
not
is not
boring,
boring on the
correct.
palate for sure. And to be honest, now that we're kind of in our second sip,
I love it.
It's now beginning.
Happy Thanksgiving,
It's
meatball.
beginning to hold its
Good to see you,
own.
man.
Carolee, I told you it was going to, you get there, right? Right?
It took me a little bit, but now that I'm getting there, the first, I don't know, eighth of the cigar and the first few sips of the bourbon,
Right.
It was so overpowered by the
Right.
kickin' chicken that I couldn't really get the cigar. But now everything's kind of coming into line,
Right.
and this is actually really enjoyable. The pairing is working.
Yeah, about
really well.
halfway in, it really got,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came
and,
into
and
its
actually,
own.
the retro hill, which I actually did correctly that time, didn't
So
choke
proud.
up.
So proud of you.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Aren't you precious?
I am precious.
Bless his heart.
It's less. Actually, there's less floral notes that are coming out. I'm getting more wood. Hay.
More, the vanilla has been predominant for
Right.
me on this cigar.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting less of that. Now I'm getting a little more.
what if it comes from the aging in the barrel?
I'm
Pull us
sure the
Probably.
barrel, like at that point where you're starting to get some overriding notes, the barrel gets a vote.
I would say. I mean, it's really a. It's. I mean, I'm in the middle. I think this is starting to show its character.
Yeah.
You know, a
Yeah,
lot of
it's-
times you
it's-
expect it on the end because of the barrel aging, but I think it's getting more as we get in the middle of it.
It's definitely getting richer about that.
Yeah.
I'm at the halfway point, and it's a more complex smoke
Now,
than it was.
let
in
me
the
ask you
beginning.
this. I just said that, but then I thought about it. What if we're getting more on the front end because of the more vanilla floral notes of the barrel aging and it doesn't reach the middle? What if that's why we're getting more of the cigar itself? The Dominican, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Sumatra wrap?
normally as you go into the cigar and the oils are warming up, you're
think too
getting
much.
more of an enriched blend. You know, depending on how the master blender does, because if they want, they can pack the stronger profile at the back end of the cigar. I mean, so you get this kind of a journey. But in this case, I do think that we're getting a little bit of both.
Okay.
So the aging process in the barrel, as it warms up, you're going to get more of that coming out as well.
Okay.
You know, the cold draw, I didn't get any really. But as we're going, I'm getting more of that complexity that isn't necessarily in just a normally processed and aged tobacco.
Gotcha. Well, I think it's a good smoke. It's a good drink. Glad, Charlie. Thank you for the recommendation, man. That's awesome.
Hey, we got to go with turkey, right? Tomorrow's a big turkey day.
Turkey, we got to go with it. We got to have some yard.
We did not pardon this turkey. Just saying.
No, we did not. He's on his way down the
We
gullet.
toasted this
Yeah,
turkey.
yes.
So it's
He parted the
interesting.
turkey and they got the tree in the same day.
What's that?
President Biden.
Yeah. What about it?
He parted the turkey.
Yeah.
Did they get the Christmas tree in the same day?
I don't know.
I saw the Christmas tree.
Yeah?
They get it. Where'd they get the tree this year?
I don't know. I just saw it on the truck.
I mean, they used to get it from North Carolina, and then they went to the West Coast and got one. So I think they tried to spread it around a little bit.
We got the best ones anyway.
We do
Well, Fraser
have
firs are, I
Yeah.
think, the best. The
We got
spruce
the best
pine,
trees.
I don't really think it's
We got the
great,
best trees.
just because it's got it's a little more flimsy.
Yeah, they burn theirs too
You
much.
know,
We
but
got
the
best
Yeah.
trees.
the Fraser firs seem to be firmer and hang on better, and you know you could decorate it easier, takes more weight. I just
See, nobody realized that today they would get a Christmas tree review as well.
I'm just
I'm a
saying.
little
It's
biased.
a one-stop shop here.
We
I'm
are
just
on
saying.
it.
Hey, let me tell you something about
You're a
Christmas.
jack of all trades,
Live Christmas
master
trees.
of nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Make sure, listen, take this from T. Make sure when you put that live Christmas tree in your house, you put it in the stand. Please make sure it is secure. If not, you're going to have some crashing noises going on in your house.
Isn't that what
I
Christmas
thought
is
we were
all
going.
about?
I thought we were going somewhere else with that, but okay.
So what camp are you guys? Are you a after Halloween Christmas starts happening, or you wait till the day after Thanksgiving? Or somewhere in between?
The day after Thanksgiving for us.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
How about
yep.
you?
We put the
I
tree.
like to start early, and
That's all about media.
I don't shop.
Yeah?
No. I did Black Friday one time.
Yeah?
And you know how long ago it's
It
been?
turned you black?
It didn't turn me black. It didn't turn me black. It almost got my ass arrested.
You got in that kind of
Listen,
woo.
Well, there's no need to do that
hey,
anymore.
it wasn't my fault.
No, but no, I don't
It's
mean
the
that.
mob
It just-
mentality.
you don't right, but you don't have to go on Friday.
And I will not ever again.
But I'm ordering. We needed a TV, so I go on Best Buy. I've already got the Black Friday deals. I had it delivered to my house. I didn't even leave my house. Free delivery on my doorstep today. Why would I go in that mayhem for, I
Okay.
can get a toaster for $10. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get up and do that.
Listen,
Amazon will have it at my house in 2 hours.
true that.
True.
I will not. I will not stand in line.
Why are you looking at me like
The
I have
first
some- I
and
have some
only time
thoughts.
and the
Oh,
last
good.
time I ever went Black Friday shopping was when the PlayStation came out. I went to Radio Shack to get it. That's how long ago it's
That's been a long time.
That part.
When you say
That's
Radio
like 20
Shack,
years.
you're
That
from
part.
North Carolina.
I will not
No,
ever.
Radio Shack was all over the place.
No, Radio Shack.
Oh yeah.
I will not ever do it
I
again.
did an instant brain translation, so I heard Radio
No.
Shack.
They closed the all over the nation, but I'm just saying.
Ever.
Okay, so
What's your feedback for me on my shopping
well,
choices?
first of all, the cracking your ass doesn't make you cripple. You can go out there. That's part of the whole holiday experience.
Wait. The what?
You heard me. I did not stutter.
do you, honestly, you telling me you're going to go out
I
to
do.
that craziness? People, all right,
Check this out. This is what
Go
I
ahead,
do.
cracking
All
my
right,
ass.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Stretch beforehand.
All
You
right.
know, make sure that you are properly warmed up to go into that. So I went in. I make
Crazy.
fruitcakes. All right.
You make fruitcakes?
I make fruitcakes.
Nasty.
Well, you're going to meet them when you go out shopping.
No. Well, I don't make those fruitcakes.
That part.
They're already done. But I go in, and there's only certain places that you can find some of the glazed cherries and things like that. So you go in, and it's me and Instacart people. That's it. There is nobody shopping for themselves anymore. It's just Instacart, or
But that's a grocery store.
yeah, but it's everything is
No.
like that now.
No.
Oh,
You know that Amazon just laid off 10,000 people because they're saying that they're transitioning out of COVID where everybody was shopping online, right? Now people are starting to go out and shop.
No. Not me.
You got to see it,
You
feel
know,
it, touch it.
I'm
right?
No,
employing
no,
the
I don't.
other 10,000
That's that control
Amazon
thing
employees.
you got going on. You got to see it. You got to hold it.
No,
No.
I will say this: the whole holiday thing is about you being personal about the choices you make.
I got you.
Right? Like, so just
Intentional.
randomly, intentionally, like
Got
some
it.
thought about it, or some effort, or some, of you put into that.
I do.
And, right? Like, just randomly clicking a button on Amazon or any online purchase, it kind of feels a little hollow. Now, the receiver doesn't feel any different, but I do. And
Yo.
again, everything's got to be about me. So
What is that?
here we
Well,
are.
Here's where I differ on that. You're a traditionalist. I like that. I like that. But to me, I'm doing research. So if I'm going to buy for someone, I'm going to go find something that suits them.
Right?
Like,
Gift card.
So I'm not just going on Amazon and going, oh,
Gift
that's on
cards are
sale. I'm
easy.
going to buy it for them.
That's why I do
So
it.
I do research, and I have intentionally buy something for someone because of who it is, and whether I buy it on my phone or I drive out with the rest of these numbskulls and drive around, because you're not a numbskull. And like I tell my son and my daughter when they're driving, it's everybody else we're worried about. You drive through parking lots. People are cutting through doing 80. And they
Oh,
got
yeah,
to get
there's
somewhere. And
absolutely ridiculous.
It's just dangerous.
I
to be
witnessed.
out
I literally walking across the parking lot at Walmart yesterday in Belmont and hear, bam,
What?
and I kept right on walking. A truck ran right into the back of a car yesterday. Right
It's
in
so
front of
many
Walmart.
people. There's so many people that are distracted. They're thinking about other things. It's the holidays, it's pandemonium over there, and they don't
They're not
realize
present.
what they're doing. Yeah, they're not present.
They're
not
thinking about
focused
the
on
300
backing
other
out.
things they gotta do.
This is about me and my happiness, and then you get problems.
I will say
Gift cards.
The funniest part about
There's no
the
thought behind
the
it.
change in shopping.
There's a
is
thought
that
about gift card.
when I've gone out shopping and I've ran into other people like myself, I've had some of the most fun exchanges, like complete strangers.
How
And I
in
don't know-
hell do you find anybody like you?
We're out there, but you
You're
never.
the
gonna-
only ones there.
But I will say, like, I have had some of the most fun exchanges with people, complete strangers, because it's like being surrounded by sleepwalkers and you find someone else's way. How fun is that?
Airport.
It's fun. I mean, I
It is
get it.
absolutely fun, and there's a
But
part of
that's the
it.
guy you met today at Total Wine, or whenever you were there.
Yeah. Oh.
Right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah, that
enriched
is
that. It was
great
a great
because, like,
experience.
I know I came away from that with this feeling, like, I'll remember that person.
I'm
You know,
telling you,
if
More
nothing
importantly,
else,
he's going to remember
shopping
her.
at Total
Because-
Wine
So-
or liquor stores, let's go. I'm in. I'm all in. Let's go.
I'm with you there.
and what's funny about it is that because so few people are actually shopping for themselves anymore, I'm finding that places that I found detestable to shop in before are becoming so much less because it's not the norm. You know, you're in there and you're like, for me, I would much prefer, for instance, Mark's wife made a knitted hat and a scarf and a blanket for me. I absolutely prize those things
Absolutely.
way more
Yeah.
than anything else
yeah.
that like I could
But
buy for myself.
Vonda made that specifically for you.
Right, and
right?
I know
and
that.
That's, that, yeah,
Right,
it took
so
a lot.
like when I give people gifts, it's something I made for them. I took the time, the effort, and I hope that's conveyed when they receive it. You know, I mean, we're adults now. It's not like little kids where I didn't get the super soaker I was looking for, right? Like, you know, kids are different, and they're, to be honest, they're so much easier to shop
I
for.
still got a
because,
super soaker.
You know, they know what they want. As adults, we're like, if we want something, we go out and get it for ourselves. So it becomes intrinsically so much more difficult to give gifts. But if you're giving part of yourself, you can never go wrong.
No, you're right. So I'm with you. I mean, I think that makes sense. I'm not saying that. I disagree that by going out and getting it versus shopping online is less thoughtful. It may take more effort on your part,
Hey,
which I
look,
appreciate.
that thing gets shipped into your house. You bring it in. You look at it. Oh yeah, this is what I want. Wrap it up. Who's to know whether you went to the store and got that or not?
I know.
She
now.
knows. I knew that was coming.
Oh, I know.
I could feel it across the room.
You can feel my judgment right
Ah,
Judgy,
Yeah.
judgy.
I am. No. We don't judge on this podcast. We assess.
so no
Assess.
judgment
It's
zone.
so less judgy.
We're
when you
assessing.
assess it.
You've been assessed.
You're an observer.
You've been assessed.
Oh my.
Gift cards.
Yeah.
Sounds so much
See,
nicer.
and see now. Okay, I'm gonna let you address this because I'm not going to because
Okay.
I've already been on her twice today. Gift cards.
What?
Give your opinion. I
What?
wanna hear it.
What?
That's some mamby-pamby shit right there.
Oh, there
Well,
we
guess
go.
what? It's gonna be some mamby-pamby shit. Cause guess what?
Amen. Hey,
I'm in-
when all this
listen,
fails
listen,
and you
listen,
can't do nothing else,
listen.
you get a gift card.
Listen, hey.
That's almost
that ain't it.
backhanded,
That ain't it.
right? Like,
Hey, but I will back that up one step and say, if somebody is need of money, groceries, gas,
that's a different.
that's a
That's
whole
Right.
different ball
different
game.
thing.
Right.
And
That's a whole different ball game.
And that's what I do.
I'm
but-
on board with that.
But if you're buying a gift for someone that, doesn't necessarily need the basic needs like that, then you got to go get a gift. Right?
Gift card. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm happy to
I
give
do.
gift cards to people. that
I
need.
do. I will admit, I will shop for specific people.
I know, little one. You got to shop for mini me.
Mini me. I've asked my son and his wife, what do y'all want? Because it ain't gonna be no individual
Mini
gift.
me, how old is
Mini me is 2.
2? Okay.
She needs a job. She got to go to work soon.
She got a job.
That-
You.
right.
Yeah.
So mini me,
Being
my
little
son and his
squirt.
wife, mom and dad. That's who I shop for. That's who I shop for.
Do you know who I shop for?
Mama Huff.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you
That
this: do you
part.
buy her gifts that you want?
No.
That's
Honestly,
my
no.
my dad's his. That was what he did. He would buy us fishing lures and stuff like that when we were little kids. And, oh, you don't need that? Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, I got that. Oh.
So Gina is my wife. She works at Mona's Boutique in McCaddenville. McCaddenville is Christmastown, USA, known around the nation.
Lights already up.
Lights are already up. They got it going over there. I drove through.
They turned it on yet?
They go on. I think it's December 1st.
Well, the
But they're
lights are
prepping.
up, but
Yeah, they're on the trees. So she works in downtown Christmastown, USA, and this is a really cool shop. I mean, it's got everything from
Is it on the
Yetis
strip?
for guys. Yeah, right on Main Street. You roll right
I must
through
drive by it all
on
the
the
time.
right. It's on the right.
When you're
I'll tell
heading
you where
out
it's at.
or heading back in?
Heading in.
Okay.
Heading in. It's on the right.
Okay.
So Mona's has everything for guys, ladies, Yeti stuff, to perfume and.
It's like an Etsy
earrings.
store.
Yeah,
Sort
I
of?
mean it's a boutique. I mean
Okay.
it's high end quality stuff. It's not. I mean you're not going to find Walmart in there. You're going to find higher
No,
end
Etsy
quality.
is
But I don't know what
high-end stuff.
Etsy is. It's an
Right.
art.
It's
Thing.
like boutique.
Okay,
online.
yeah, but it's not
I have
over the
a
top
Etsy store.
expensive.
Custom made.
What I'm getting at is
I have an Etsy store.
she puts a wish list in for what she wants, and I call Mona. She's a Grand Corona lifetime member by the way.
Really?
At the bar. Oh yeah.
How is
Her
it
and
that
her
I
husband.
haven't met her?
Right.
Well, she works a lot.
Oh.
She owns her own boutique, so
Yeah.
she works a lot.
She hustles.
But I called Mona. I said, Mona, what's on Gina's list? And she'll read off like 4 or 5 things. I said, okay, can you wrap them up? She'll wrap them up. I walk in. Guys, I'm telling you, tell your wives, get a wish list, take it to Mona's, the bomb. I hate shopping. Like, if you want me to buy a diamond ring, I'm all over it. I'll be in jewelry stores. Is it what is the clarity? What's the quality? I'll do all that. But we talk about everyday things because, like you say, we have everything
Yeah.
we need
Right.
and more.
At our
If I
fingertips.
want it or need it, I buy it.
Right.
Right? So that's not that situation. This is something she wants. She took the time to pick it out, and I say, have it ready. I'll be there at 2 hours. Plenty of time. I walk in, it's wrapped, it's ready to go. I pay them, walk out.
Bob's your uncle.
At Bob's your uncle, that's right. So, I mean,
That's
my
awesome.
shopping for the
I love
kids. Like this year, my daughter's bucket list. So you tell me, you come to me, and you say, this is on my bucket list.
Yeah.
These are the things I want to do in life. This is what I want to do. So my daughter wanted Taylor Swift tickets.
Okay.
Not easy to come by the
No.
way.
And even harder now.
I mean, it's crazy. So we all go in, get verified. There's only 2 of us got verified. I think she spent like 8 hours online. But I told her, here's your budget. I'm willing to pay X amount for these tickets. Now, these tickets run $300 plus a piece. I mean, these are legit. I mean, this is a big deal. So her gift is she's sitting in section 120 on row 1 right beside the stage in Mile High Stadium to see Taylor Swift.
That is a pretty cool.
See, to me,
thing.
That's pretty
that
That's
means
huge.
a lot.
Yeah. No,
That
that's
means
huge.
a lot because that's her bucket list.
cool.
I
Gotcha.
mean, what else can you do when you get to the bucket list level? That's as high as it gets.
That's big time. You're
Right.
at the big show.
Yeah. You know, I would rather. So Gina had an opportunity, or her friend, our friend, is going with her son, somebody else, to Atlanta to Taylor Swift. And Gina said Brian would rather eat briars and stab himself in the hand than to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Like, I don't even want to think about it. I mean, I like some of her songs, but they're all about some dude that done her wrong, and she's mad about it.
No shortage of that.
No. I mean, when John Mayer does you wrong, there's plenty of material out there. So for me, that's not me.
Yeah.
So that's her, and that's okay. If that's who she likes, great. So we're flying them in. They're coming the 22nd, because I bought Jack a ticket
To what?
to the Dominican.
Yeah. No, that's
So
cool.
his girlfriend is from the Dominican Republic. They're flying down for Christmas with her family. So that's one of my gifts to Jack. So he's doing that. I'm hoping.
That's a pretty
Which
cool.
I am very thankful.
That is a pretty cool.
I'm really hopeful that he'll be able to tour LFD, but it's near Santo Domingo. It's this whole Santo Domingo thing.
It's in a town right beside Santiago, which is close to Santo Domingo.
So you might go. So I want to try to get him a tour. If y'all are able to work it out, I want to get him a tour of LFD while he's there.
There we go.
So that's kind of Brian's thing.
I'll tell
I want you to go for
that
me.
Getting to go tour any cigar factory is an amazing thing.
That's my bucket list.
Like, that will blow your mind in a way that you will never look at cigars or smoke a cigar the same way ever again. When you realize how much effort and how many people are involved in that process, it's unbelievable. I mean, they
I just can't
estimate.
get over the cost is so $10. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about that, they estimate between 300 and 500 people have touched or been involved in the process of your cigar, physically involved in the processing of your cigar before you smoke it.
Crazy.
That's
Crazy.
insane.
It's hard to fathom, just because of labor costs, supply and demand, all the things that we're going through right now as a world, not just a nation, that cigars have maintained their cost, their price integrity.
Well, not
through
only
it
that,
all.
how they're made.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be
Handcrafted.
so easy to go and start machine making cigars and
Right.
save money and
Oh, yeah.
time and the whole thing, but this is still an art. Truly is an
Right.
art. Master blenders, master rollers. I mean, you have people that have spent lifetimes
It's a craft.
working on their skills.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's the way to go. I mean, hopefully,
So where's
that's
the
the only
closest-
request I have
where
for
do you
Jack
those?
is that he try to do that.
Where's the factories? What's the closest?
Here,
Well, there's locally, there's Statesville.
Statesville.
Okay.
I mean, but they're not from field to
no, but I mean like
probably the
a big,
DR.
like a big one.
The Dominican Republic's going
That's
to be
the
the
shortest
closest.
trip.
Yeah.
Dominican
and
Republic.
that's
I mean,
where
you
you
go to
can
South
watch
America,
it
but
from growth,
Right.
all the way to the harvest to the
Gotcha.
so there's 6
aging.
major families in the Dominican, and they control the whole tobacco market.
Gotcha.
It's
Sound like
That
a
would
road
be
trip.
that would be a fun. That would be a
oh,
pretty
it's
cool
a
deal.
it's a mind blowing.
it's all right there together. They have I want to call it free tobacco or free cigar.
Free
a
trade
vi-
zone.
Well, no,
Or you talking
it's
about
an
what?
event in February every year.
Pro cigar.
Pro Cigar, thank you.
Pro cigar.
Pro Cigar, and it's all 6 of the major tobacco growers, manufacturers in the
like a
Dominican
trip
come
for us.
together.
So you'd have to fly in now. You'd fly in down.
Yeah.
You fly in
Flights-
down there,
Flights
it's
from
in
here
Santo
to the DR
Domingo.
not bad.
There. Not bad.
But it's in Santo Domingo,
Right.
and you stay. They give you a couple of hotels. It's a big deal. I mean, you got to have it's a white suit affair one night.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. But you go, you pick the ones you want to go see, because you can't go see them all.
Right. Right.
I
Like,
mean,
you're
and
there
if
3
you
or 4
can't
days,
if you
so-
can't get to that, I mean, like the next best fun experience would be like the Big Smokes. They just had one in Vegas.
Oh my God.
What, a week or 2 ago or
Yes,
something
and-
like that. I did it once, 2009. It is definitely a bucket list
Wow.
thing to attend. It is so much fun. I mean, it's Vegas. I mean, come on.
Well,
Yeah,
Right.
that's all you gotta say. It's Vegas. We're gonna have fun.
All right, so before we go,
All right.
just a little advice. If you are flying out around the holidays,
Don't put your cat in your suitcase.
oh God, please,
That's number 1.
number 1, get there early.
How early are we talking? 2, 3?
3 hours.
now?
Wow.
I don't fly over the holidays.
Because
My children do. I don't.
because People are just dropping people off, and they are lost. They have no clue where they're going or what they're doing.
That's the ones you pass going to the right line.
Right.
You see that lostness, just keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always surprised, even in this day and age, that we still have that.
Yes.
Well, but people don't fly on a regular basis. I mean, you travel a lot. But if you actually look at it, what's the average person? I have no idea what the numbers are, but the average person probably flies once a year, every 2 years, maybe. Right? So they're not in that on a regular basis. I used to fly a lot when I was with Cigna Healthcare. I flew a lot around the country.
So you know the way to make it easier
I mean, but you
for
can make it go.
Yeah.
Like, all of my family has TSA pre-check. Like, we've got, when you come in from a foreign country, the
Global issue.
global entry. So we do that because we've done it.
Right.
You know, we've learned that this is not
Make my life easier.
a good process.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a necessary process,
Right.
but it's not a convenient process. I think that's a better way to say it. And when people go to the airport, they don't honestly know where to go.
They
And
lose their mind.
And there are no, like in the day, my dad worked for Eastern Airlines for almost 30 years. So I grew up flying on Eastern Airlines, going to airports, and you would have a line going to a ticket agent, and they did everything.
Right.
Now
Right.
you check yourself in.
There's a lot
you
of
got a
hands-on,
kiosk.
right.
You got to
You
do
can
all
make
that.
life easier.
The only thing, and I hate to say this because it sounds bad, but the only thing that ticket agent is doing now is weighing luggage and putting it on a belt. Now they have to verify your passport if you're going out of the country, or they have to verify your ID. You know, and this kills me. Are you carrying anything dangerous like, you know, this X, Y, Z?
Because if you were, you're not going to say.
Now, if I'm doing this maliciously, do you honestly believe I'm going to go,
Oh, you got
yeah,
me.
you got me. So, anyways, they got x-rays for that. Why do you even ask the question? Nobody's going to fess up. And then you put your
Please.
cat through there.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, please do not put your animals,
Children or
children, or anything live in your bag. Please.
They're gonna be dead.
Do you realize the problem with that statement is that we actually had to make it?
Right.
That you had to say it.
because all of these things have happened recently.
It's, right, and this happened locally at the Charlotte airport. That's why we're bringing it up. Somebody put a live cat in their checked luggage.
At JFK.
Oh, it was JFK.
At
wasn't it?
JFK.
All right, JFK. That happened.
Yeah.
That's the reason that you see these captions on commercials that say, I don't know, don't drink shampoo.
Do not take it if you're allergic.
Don't take it if you're allergic to it.
That kills me.
How would you know until?
I didn't know I was allergic to it till it about killed me. I mean, really.
And we asked, there here lately, there have been some changes that have come upon TSA. So don't wig out. Just go with the flow.
Here's the best thing. Go in expecting it's going to take a while.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to be in line.
It's gonna be a line.
There's no reason to get upset at people. Just go with the flow.
And ultimately,
I
I
tell
think
my-
you have to remember that
Yeah.
flying is not a right.
It's a privilege. Absolutely.
Because I think people confuse those two things. They interchange them as if they were the same. They're not equal.
The mindset that people have is, I bought a ticket, I'm getting on the plane.
And that's no.
That's not it.
No.
I tell my family, number one, we getting from A to B. A to B is the ticket counter to the gate. If you go through TSA, you say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, whatever. You are doing whatever they ask you to do. I don't care what it is.
'Cause that's the agreement.
Strip search. Okay, I'm here. I'm doing whatever you ask me to do
I prefer music.
until I get
but
my shoes back on. So I got this TSA pre-check, but if I wear my tennis shoes, apparently there's some piece of metal in there So they want me. I'm like, no, that's my knee. No, sir, that's your. Take them off. All right.
Is that your lifts in your shoes?
Maybe. Maybe. Could be my lips.
And I know,
at you.
I know.
I'm not
I
mad
worked
at you.
there.
I'm the one supposed to be mad, not you.
I work there, so I know that the signage is not good. But when you walk past a 6-foot sign that says TSA pre-check, and you come to a standard line, you probably want to do what you got to do to get through the standard line. Because if you want to go back out, hey, go back out. Go to pre-check if that's what you feel like you need to do. We have so many people that come through a standard line and go, I got to take my shoes off? I got pre-check. No, today you're standard because you're in the standard line.
Because you
See,
couldn't
there
figure
you
it out.
go.
We got
That part.
processes and procedures. This is SOPs, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do. So when you go through pre-check, you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your computer out. You put it in there unless,
They ask you, and that's cool.
and when they ask you to do it, you go, well,
Roger that.
thank you. I've been meaning to take my shoes off. And you take them off, you put them in, you get through, you sit on that little bench, you put your shoes back on, you go to Starbucks. No, I don't. You go somewhere and get a drink, and you get food, and you wait for your plane.
And you mind your business.
There you
And
go.
just stay away from people.
And listen, please tell all your family members to visit the website before they fly. That way they'll know what they're in for. Okay?
Because if you don't, you're going to be one shampoo short when you get there.
That part.
So last one, we got to go. I know it's time's up. So this guy, T, was going through TSA, going through there, and he had a bottle of Blanton's. Man had a bottle of Blanton's.
Man had older gentleman had a bottle of Blanton's.
Oh, she deferred to you.
No,
Like
I'm
we should
I'm
do
referring to
something.
him.
She
I'm pointing at
deferred to you.
Charlie. I'm pointing at Charlie because
Older man.
it
Older
was
man.
it was
Blanton's.
bottle of Blanton's. He didn't know. So I happened to see it up on the monitor. And my coworker was like, sir, you can't take this. It's too large, this, that, and the third. So your options are
Check your bag.
check your bag,
There you go.
take it back out to the car, or surrender it to us, whatever you want to do. So I happened to be walking toward it.
She's like,
So I kind of stepped beside of him and like whispered, hey, you got a bottle of Blanton's in your bag? And he looks at me out of shock, like,
how'd you know?
how'd you know, sir? So I look at my coworker and says, he's going to check this bag. So his wife was standing on the other side of him, and she looked like a NFL coach.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp.
Talking
Right
to
there.
him like she was a referee.
Okay.
And so I kind of got her attention. Ma'am, hold on.
We
I
don't
said-
beat men in public.
Right. Please
Yeah.
don't smack him. I literally said to him, ma'am, if you would mind having a seat right here, he's gonna go out. He'll be right back. I promise you. So technically, we're supposed to walk him to the exit and give him the bag. Me being the person that I am,
You understand what's at stake,
I understand how much that bottle costs,
right?
How rare it is, too.
how rare it's to get.
Yeah.
So I walk him out, past the exit, darn near to the ticket counter. And as we cross the threshold of the exit, I look at him and go, sir, I smoke cigars with guys that drink blends. I know how much this bottle costs you. Take this bag to the ticket counter and check this bag. And he looks at me with still like shock. He's like, I bought it for my son. It's his birthday. I said,
Nice.
sir,
Check that bag.
take the bag. Tell your son, T from TSA said happy birthday.
There you go.
Go check that bag. Come back. Make sure he had his boarding pass,
Yep.
passport, ID, whatever. He came back in.
Off
There we
you go.
go. I couldn't let him throw it away.
Nope.
No.
Well, and that's,
You would have
I
had to
think-
inspect that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You got to take that home for lab tests.
Oh, absolutely. So
thorough.
just
Thorough
recently we had a whole
Ready.
bottle of Eagle Rare,
No.
and he surrendered it.
Oh, where'd it go?
We
Not
don't,
with me.
I'm gonna tell you, there's some uppity up over there. They got them some Eagle Rare for the holidays.
Probably.
Tell it.
well.
All right, hey guys, we gotta bring it to a close. Great smoke, man. What about that? The Buffalo Trace.
The Buffalo Trace.
Hey, anybody
Good
can
stick.
smoke this cigar. Anybody. I'm telling you, I don't care what you smoke right now. This is good for everybody. I'm back in the third. It's starting to get a little more floral back into it. It's a complex cigar. So you guys go after it. I think the Rare Breed has turned into a really good drink.
Good stuff.
How about you, Carolee? You good?
Like it.
Your legs all right?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
So, hey, before we leave, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be
Absolutely.
blessed.
Be thankful.
Be thankful for all your blessings. And love your family. Get with them. Embrace them. Because they're not always going to be there. So, cherish your moments with your family.
Hey, my son made a comment on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
T don't shop for nobody.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Oh. If she shops for you, you know you're in the family now.
The inner
You're
circle.
in the circle. So I'm gonna check what I get for Christmas from T, and I'll know.
There we go.
I'll know. If I get a gift card, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
That part. Hey, Charlie, what's the best cigar you're smoking today?
Hey, man, it is this cigar, the Buffalo Trace, with friends today.